Rian had never expected to wake up inside an alien chamber lit by blue crystals that pulsed like living hearts. He had gone to sleep inside a small exploration pod drifting near the edge of a quiet star system. A sudden flash of light and a metallic impact had ended everything he knew. When he opened his eyes again, he found himself surrounded by smooth walls that curved like the inside of a seashell. The air was cool and carried a strange sweet scent. He pushed himself up with effort. His head throbbed, but his body felt mostly intact. He saw no restraints, no machines, no weapons. Only a quiet chamber with an open doorway that glowed from the inside out. He waited. Nothing happened. Then he heard soft footsteps, rhythmic, light, almost careful. The figure who appeared in the doorway was tall, slender, and carried an aura of authority so strong it felt like gravity. Her skin shimmered faintly, shifting between pale silver and soft blue, depending on the angle of the light. Her eyes were bright and reflective, like polished glass. Her hair fell down her back in long strands that resembled thin metallic fibers. Despite her inhuman appearance, her expression was calm and intelligent. She entered with deliberate grace. He did not move. For a moment, the two simply watched each other. Then she spoke. Her voice was warm, but edged with clear strength. Like a leader used to being obeyed. Why do you show no terror? Human. Rian felt his pulse surge, but he kept his posture steady. He breathed slowly, let his voice come out clear and level, because fear never helps. Her eyes narrowed. A small shift in her stance showed that she took his answer seriously, maybe even personally. She stepped closer until he could feel the faint energy radiating from her skin. I am Lyra, queen of my fleet. You were brought here after your vessel crossed a border you did not understand. He nodded slightly. When he had moved too close to the energy storms near the region, he had hoped to gather data, not violate territory. If I crossed it, it was by accident. Accident or not, trespassers are usually fearful. You are not. Is this courage or ignorance? He gave a small shrug. Both. Maybe. Her gaze deepened, and for the first time he noticed something unexpected. Behind her proud posture, behind her regal composure, there was genuine curiosity. There are many who would tremble in my presence, she said. Many who have fallen silent under my gaze. But you look at me as if I am your equal, aren't you? She blinked, surprised he would even ask. I do not expect such a reply from a solitary human in a foreign vessel. Do you not understand your situation? You are alone. You are inside my flagship. I could command your end with a gesture. He looked at her, studying the flawless armor wrapped around her form and the faint glow of her advanced technology. She was powerful. She could end him easily. But he had woken up alive, not chained, not harmed. That alone told him something important. If you intended to destroy me, you would not be speaking to me like this. Her lips pressed together. She seemed to consider his reasoning. Courage again, she murmured. Or is it trust? I would call it logic. Her expression shifted again, and for the first time, a hint of a smile appeared. It was faint, but enough to show that she appreciated the answer. She motioned for him to stand. He rose slowly. His legs were steady. Follow me, she said. He walked behind her through winding corridors that seemed to shift with soft pulses of color. The structure felt both grown and engineered, like a living starship. They passed alien guards with tall frames and sharp eyes. They looked at Rian with restrained concern, but no one raised a weapon. No one moved aggressively. It was clear that Lyra's presence protected him. They entered a central hall filled with a massive window. Beyond it stretched a view of swirling nebula clouds dotted with bright stars. It was breathtaking. Lyra stepped beside him and folded, her hands behind her back. You humans are known for many things. Ambition, instinct, reckless exploration. But courage of this sort is rare. I have seen explorers break down when they face a ruling presence. But you are different. Rian looked at the stars for a moment before replying, Your people saved me from wreckage. I might not understand your customs, but I do understand gratitude. She turned her head slightly. And you believe gratitude is enough to face an unknown queen without fear. It is enough to keep me respectful. The rest is just staying calm. Her eyes glowed faintly. You speak as though calm is easy. It is not. Anyone can panic. Calm is a choice. Her gaze lingered on him. A strange quiet settled between them. Are unlike any human I have encountered. Maybe you have not met. Many. I have met enough. She led him to a raised platform where a floating projection formed above a circular frame. The display shifted into an image of his small exploration pod being pulled through a glowing fracture in space. A wormhole. A rift. Something beyond normal physics. Rian stared. My ship did not drift into your territory by mistake. It was pulled. Yes. The dimension storm generated a tear. Your pod was caught in its path. When we detected it, I ordered an immediate rescue. I could not allow a life to be lost so close to our border. He turned to her. You risked your fleet for a stranger. Her tone was firm. Life is not something I allow to vanish when I can. Act. That statement surprised him. Her species had a reputation for strict discipline and harsh protection of their boundaries. Yet here she was, showing something unexpected. Compassion. Her eyes studied him again, softer this time. When we brought you aboard, some of my advisors urged caution. They believed a human traveler could be dangerous. Humans are known for unpredictability. Some feared you could carry unknown threats. But I chose to let you wake unrestrained. I wished to see who you were before passing judgment. And do you regret that choice? She stepped closer. This time their distance was small enough for him to feel her steady breath. No, I do not. A sudden vibration shook the hall. The lights flickered. Lyra turned her head sharply. What was that? A guard entered, standing tall and composed. Commander, a storm front is forming near the border. The anomaly that pulled the human vessel is expanding. It may reach the fleet. Rian looked at the projection, which now showed a growing distortion in the starfield. The shape twisted, growing wider with every second. It resembled a whirlpool of light and shadow. Lyra raised her hand. We will stabilize the barrier. Prepare the harmonic shields. The guard bowed and left. Rian stepped forward. If that thing expands, it could tear through the ship. Lyra glanced at him with an expression between concern and command. You do not need to involve yourself in this. He shook his head. If I can help, I will. I have studied dimensional turbulence. Maybe I can identify the stress points. She hesitated. For the first time he saw uncertainty in her. This is not a matter for a visitor. It is dangerous even for my trained team. He met her gaze with steady determination. Danger does not change. What must be done. Her breath caught for a moment. Then she nodded. Very well. You may assist. She guided him quickly to the engineering deck. The area was filled with glowing conduits and floating control spheres. A group of alien engineers worked rapidly, passing codes through the interfaces with swift gestures. The energy field outside the ship shuddered with each wave from the anomaly. Lyra took command, stabilized the outer layer, increased the harmonic frequency. Prepare for surge impact. Rian observed the readings. His mind raced as he compared them to what he remembered from human research on unstable wormholes. He pointed to a spectrum graph. The anomaly has a repeating pulse. Every few seconds, the compression wave snaps back. If we match the cycle, we might create a counter-resonance that slows the expansion. Lyra regarded the graph. Her expression shifted from uncertainty to sharp focus. You believe this will work, Dot? Yes, Dot. Then we attempt it. Activate the modulation. The team executed the command. The ship's field vibrated as the harmonic layers shifted. Energy rippled outward, striking the anomaly with synchronized pulses. For a moment, nothing changed. Then the turbulent expansion slowed. Dot, it is working, one engineer said, but the relief lasted only seconds. The anomaly flared again. This time with more force, Lyra gripped the control rail. The surge is stronger than our shields. Rian stepped beside her. Dot, we need to change the sequence. It needs to match the second rhythm, not the first. He tapped the control panel and adjusted the pattern. Lyra watched him, trusting his judgment. Activate. They launched the new pattern. The pulses hit the anomaly again. This time the effect was clear. The distortion began to fold inward. The dangerous swirl started shrinking. The room exhaled as tension eased. Lyra turned to him, her eyes glowing faintly. You have saved more than yourself today. He smiled lightly. Seems fair. You saved me first. She stared at him with unreadable intensity. Why do you show no terror, human? Even now, standing at the edge of destruction, you remain steady. He took a slow breath, because fear wastes time. And time is what we needed. Her voice softened. You carry a strength that is not loud, yet it shapes every step you take. Before he could answer, another small anomaly flickered across the screen. Lyra straightened immediately. A secondary tier. Rian tensed, but this one is small. Stable enough to close manually. She gave a sharp nod. We will handle it. But first, there is something I must say. He waited. Her voice lowered. In my position, I face countless threats. Empires, wars, disasters. Many crumble when they face me. Many kneel. Many try to flee. But you stand. You speak to me as though I am a person, not a force to fear. You are a person, he replied simply. The words struck her deeper than he expected.